body finds comfort and your mind gets a health corner. Let the melody guide you through. Every little habit builds a better you. From the meals that you choose to the sleep you defend. From the peace that you chase to the strength you extend.
All right, thank God it's another Friday. Today marks 5th of December, year 2025, and welcome to your favorite program, Earth Corner on Esteem Radio Vision, located at Obokun Avenue, Ilesha, Osun State, Nigeria. And for the sake of those who are joining us for the first time, let me quickly give you what we do on the Earth Corner. And this is what we do. We talk about things that has to do with our health. And this is our slogan on this program, that always prioritize your health, because health is wealth. There are some people that they believe just for them to live a normal life, but forgetting that they need to take good care of their health. You want to make money, you want to do this, you want to do that. It is when you are healthy you can do any other thing, but if you are not healthy, you won't be able to even to work towards your dream. On this note, I'm saying to you, welcome once again to Earth Corner, and many thanks to the executive producer in person of Deacon Michael Adeboye Ashaolu, popularly called Omo Iya Alakara, and to the man behind the console, that is the Balogun Abdul Samad. Big Balo, thank you for your time. And let me quickly welcome our guest, our nurse. She's on the line right now with me. All right, let me say this. Nurse Nwoko, good evening, ma.
Good evening, Mr. Afolabi.
All right, thank you for joining us once again on the Earth Corner.
My pleasure. Thank you. My pleasure.
All right, okay, like she mentioned or she said, my name is Adenipekun Afolabi, your prince on the show. Thank you so much once again, and to all our esteemed viewers. What we want to discuss today, if you have any question or you want to contribute, kindly do that in the comment section. Thank you so much. And today, Nurse Nwoko Ezinne, what we want to discuss, it has to do with a kind of awareness, that is Down syndrome. That is what we want to talk about today, Down syndrome. And let's begin with the basics of the topic for today. What exactly is Down syndrome, Nurse Nwoko?
Thank you, Mr. Afolabi. Down syndrome can be described as a genetic condition whereby there is a presence of an extra copy of chromosome 21. This extra copy of chromosome 21 affects the child's physical feature and development. It also affects the baby's learning. It's also common, and it's common worldwide. It's a common disorder worldwide. So just like I said before, Down syndrome is a condition whereby there is a presence of what we call chromosome 21. The chromosome that is the number 21, it has extra copy of it in the chromosome, in the gene, thereby making the baby to present features like abnormal features, inability to develop very well, and learning difficulties. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Nurse Nwoko. Now let's look at the learning difficulties. When you say learning difficulties, it means learning disability, and we all know that when a child is categorized under the learning disability, it means it is abnormal. Yes, but with this, it means what we were about to discuss is very important, and we need to take good care of it, because many child that we find in the school perform woefully. It may be as a result of Down syndrome that we want to discuss. We are discussing on the program today. All right, Nurse Nwoko, my question now is, How common is this condition globally and even here in Nigeria?
All right. Here in Nigeria, we have like 1 in 800 to 1,000 births. Then globally, we have 1 in every 700 live births. And it affects almost all ethnicity and economic groups. It doesn't have a specific group that it affects, unlike other conditions we talked about that affect low-income earners. But with improved health care, many individuals can now live longer and healthier, especially than what we had in the past decades. So science and technology has been improved such that it can make their life better than what it used to be before. But the uh, global occurrence is 1 in 700 live births, while locally in Nigeria here we have 1 in 800 to 1 in 1,000 live births. Thank you.
Okay, with the numbers that you made mention that in Nigeria, now my question is this: what actually causes Down syndrome, and is it hereditary?
Well, most cases are not, but occur as a result of errors in cell division. There's a random errors in cell division. During cell division, there will be random errors in cell division. That's actually what causes it. And there are 3 types of this genetic disorder called Down syndrome. We have the one we call trisomy 21, which is the Down syndrome itself. Here, every cell on the chromosome has 21, the extra 21 chromosome on it. Then there's what we call translocation. It affects the trisomy 21 affects about 95% of all Down syndrome. It occurs in about 95% in number. Then translocation occurs around 3 to 4%. And here you have part of the chromosome get attached to another chromosome. That's what we mean by translocation. Then we have what we call mosaicism. Here, some of the chromosomes are affected, and leading to this one can lead to a milder form of Down syndrome. That's mosaicism. It affects 1 to 2% of the populace. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that beautiful response. Uh, I want to confirm what exactly should be the normal chromosome in a human's body, because you talked about that extra 21, that when someone is having extra 21 it can affect or it can result to Down syndrome. Now, what is the actual number that someone actual numbers of chromosomes that someone should have in his or her body?
We have 23 from the mother, 23 from the father, making it 46. So each somatic cell is 23 cells, and if what we mean by the extra 21 means number 21 of that 23 chromosomes gets attached twice, that's what it means.
That what makes it abnormal.
Yes.
Okay, with this now, are there risk factors that increase the chances of having a child with Down syndrome?
Yes, there is. The very significant one is the factor that has to do with maternal age. Like I said before, anything above 35 years and above is a risk factor. And as the age increases also, it increases the risk factors the more. Then another thing is, if a mother has a previous Down syndrome, there's a chance of he or she having a baby with the Down syndrome. So maternal age and incidence of initial from previous child of Down syndrome, you know, is in either of the parents is a risk factor for a child to be born as a a baby with Down syndrome. So maternal age of 35 years and above is a risk factor, and also previous Down syndrome baby is also a risk factor. Thank you.
Hmm. Oh, thank you. Something is I'm more concerned about the age you mentioned here. You said maternal age should be within the range of 35. Now, with the with the present situation in the country, even most men are running away from their from responsibility, not to talk of getting married. And a lot of women are there above 35 now. They are still praying, hoping for that one day they will have husband. With this now, is that a way to control it?
Yes, science has evolved over the years, you know. So, but all the problem now is knowledge. And I thank God for this program that we are airing on the radio vision of Esteem Radio Vision, you know. So for as many of our viewers that will listen, they will grab one thing or the other, so that for the growing generation or for themselves, they can know what to do. If at the age of 24, 25, 26, no suitor, and you are aware that if you get to 30 something, 35, there is a danger, if not even only for Down syndrome, and for some other conditions that has to do with maternal age, you can save your egg, you know. That's what we call egg collection, oocyte retrieval. You can save your egg so that whenever you later find a compatible partner, you can now do what? Have your children and have normal babies. They'll be like the child that you are supposed to have like in your 20s. So, but if some parents will tell their children, if your husband is not coming, they should just have babies. I'm not trying to kind of promote promiscuity, but if that is what they will do to prevent Down syndrome, is equally okay, provided your faith accepts it. Personally, my faith doesn't accept that. But if you have your money, you can save your egg whenever you get a suitor or a husband that is your heart desire. You can start using that your egg to have babies, and they will be like babies of your youth, even if you are 40 or 45. Thank you.
Okay, saving one's egg, how could that be possible?
It's possible. That's what I tell you. It's scientifically done. We call it oocyte retrieval. That's egg collection. We do it in the lab, in the IVF lab, and save it in the fridge. You can stay for years. Just your name will be labeled on it. Whenever you want to utilize it, they will get it out and fertilize it to your husband's sperm and put it inside your body bag, and you can carry the baby to term, and that's all. So that's it.
Okay, all right. Let me quickly ask this question: that what are some recognizable feature or characteristics of children with Down syndrome, for someone to know that okay, uh, for this particular child, he is affecting with the Down syndrome? How could someone recognize through their, I mean, the characteristics that they will emitted, that people will know that oh, this one is being affected with the Down syndrome?
Well, merely looking at them, there are some features you can see that will tell you that for the truth, this child has Down syndrome, or there are some traces of Down syndrome in this particular child. Some of them comes with flattened facial profile. When you look at them, their face is flat, you know. Then they have some kind of upward slanting eyes. Their eyes will be slanted a little bit upwards. Then they come with small ears. Then their tongue will be protruding. They have broad hands and short hands. They can come with single crease on their palm. What I mean by crease is those lines are on our hands. Some of us have 3, some of us have 2. Their own is usually 1. Then they have low muscle tone. Their muscle is not strong. They don't have strong muscle tone. Then there is a gap between their first toes and their second toes. We call it the Sanders gap, you know. Then in terms of development, they will have a delayed speech or motor skills, though some of them can have strong emotional and social abilities, but they do usually have delayed speech and motor skills. Motor skills are activity skills. That's what they mean by motor skills. So things like flattened facial profile, upward slanting of the eyes, small ears, protruding tongue, short and broad hands, single crease on their palm, low muscle tone, and gap between the first and second toes are some of the features you can see, physical features you can see, and know that indeed this one has Down syndrome. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any medical complications commonly associated with Down syndrome?
Yes, there are. Many of them come down with a lot of congenital heart disease, some GIT problems like duodenal atresia. What I mean by duodenal atresia is kind of a closure of the duodenum. Duodenum is the first beginning of the small intestine.
Sorry, what do you
Then
what
you go,
what do you mean with duodenum that you mentioned for the layman like us to understand?
that's what I just said now. I said duodenum is the beginning of the small intestine.
Okay.
The beginning part of the small intestine is known as the duodenum. So when there is an atresia of it, that's a closure of it. Food doesn't enter the small intestine. So those are the things that they can come down with. Then they can come down with thyroid issues, especially hypothyroidism. They can also have vision and hearing problems. They can have sleep apnea. They can have increased risk of leukemia. Leukemia is white blood cell cancer. They also have what we call onset of Alzheimer's disease in adulthood. Alzheimer's disease is a kind of forgetfulness, a kind of a kind of a brain problem that occurs in late adulthood, but their own will start early in adulthood because they are already affected with Down syndrome. So, but with regular checkups and early management and proper management, some of these conditions can be averted or corrected on time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nurse Nwoko. My question now is, how is this Down syndrome diagnosed both before birth and after birth?
Okay, before birth, we have what we call ultrasound. We can
Okay.
do ultrasound test for the baby to find out if the baby has Down syndrome. Then you can have what we call the chorionic villus sampling, where they take the sample of the chorion. Chorion is the part of the placenta. So they do a sampling of the chorion. Then there's also what we call amniocentesis, where they take the sample of the amnion. That's the amniotic fluid. They call it the amniocentesis. Sample what the things they're trying to look out for will show whether the baby has Down syndrome or not. Then after birth, most of the diagnosis is basically through the physical features and kind of examining of the chromosome, which is known as karyotyping. So once you do that, you'll be able to find out if the baby has Down syndrome or not. So before birth is through ultrasound, chorionic villus sampling, and amniocentesis. Then after birth is physical features and chromosome sampling. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nurse Nwoko. You made mention of ultrasound. That ultrasound that you talked about for the during the diagnosis, which of the trimester can it be discovered? Is it first trimesters or second or third one? Which of the trimesters can this be recognized through the diagnosis?
Okay. Is actually during the first trimester, usually I think around the 13th week or so. Yes, because there's what we call the nuclear translucency. That nuclear translucency scan is what is known as used to detect Down syndrome. So when we do that nuclear translucency scan, if the baby is found to be having Down syndrome, you now decide within yourself, between the mother and the healthcare practitioner, whether to terminate the pregnancy or to continue with it, depending on whether you are able to manage, be able to manage, carry the burden of a baby with Down syndrome or not. Thank you.
Hmm. All right. Thank you. Now let's go for the how to manage this Down syndrome that we are talking about. Is there a cure for Down syndrome?
Well, there is no cure, but with good interventions, the babies can do well,
Okay,
you know.
if there is no cure, how can parents manage the condition?
Like we said, all the risk factors we mentioned, maternal age and previous Down syndrome baby, you've tried to make sure you marry at the right age before 35 years. Have babies before 35 years, or save your eggs so that you can have a baby with a good egg, so that the risk of Down syndrome will not be there. So that is it.
Okay, now, if we want to talk about this, what is the life expectancy for people living with Down syndrome that we are discussing today?
Okay. Some of them can live up to 50 to 60 years. Uh, they can live up to 50 to 60 years
Is that the bar?
today because of, sorry,
I said,
or even longer.
is that the bar?
They may live, they may, yes, that's the average. But though some of them can live longer, you know,
Okay, that means
they can also,
that means that is not the bar.
no, it's not the bar, yes.
Okay, all
It
right,
depends on the
continue.
management.
Mm.
It depends on, like we said, during the management, when there is a regular medical checkups, good interventions, speech and physical therapy and occupational therapy, then specialized educational support and emotional support for them as a child and a family, with proper care and all of these things that we just mentioned for them, you find out that you can prolong their lives because one, medically they are being taken good care of, emotionally their family and the society has a kind of inclusiveness for them. So the emotionally they are not broken. So it can extend their lifespan even longer than that 60 we are talking about. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your time. Now, before we go, now let me quickly ask this: what should families and the society to do in order to support people with Down syndrome?
Well, people with Down syndrome should not be seen as outcasts or people that are not part of the society because every child is a child, no matter what the condition or circumstances surrounding the child's situation. So they should be treated with love. They should be treated with patience and early stimulation. You know, they should access education, therapy, and group help as soon as possible. And also, the society should not stigmatize them. They are not HIV carriers. Even the HIV carriers, they no longer stigmatize them. You know, then they should make kind of embrace inclusiveness in their care. And give them equal opportunities to grow and contribute to the society. So, with all these things, families and and their families, relations, and the general public and the society at large will provide a strong support for these people having Down syndrome, and they will live a long life and a meaningful life because some of them can take up skills and contribute effectively to the growth of the society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think I decode one thing: stigmatization. That people should stop stigmatize these people. That because this one is Down syndrome affected, or is a patient of Down syndrome. Because of that, people are just running away from them. They don't want to associate with them. This is the point, that
Mm-hmm.
do not uh, put them aside. Say no to stigmatization no matter what, because if
Yes.
you're trying to make a friend with them, from there they will know that they are part of the society, and they can still
Society.
and they can still become something great, or
Meaningful.
do something excellently in with the society. That is the point I decode, and
Yes.
I know that our viewers there watching us right now, you have already decoded one or two things. Nurse Nwoko, Ezinne, before we round it up on today's episode of Earth Corner, what is your final message for our people watching us right now, particularly on the topic we are discussing, or we're about to the topic that we discussed today, which is the Down syndrome. I want you to give them the awareness, what they need to know as your final message.
Well, my final message is this. Down syndrome is not a disease. So they should not be stigmatized. They should not be seen as people with a kind of a communicable disability. Rather, it's a genetic condition. It's something that happens within the genes. So, and I want to tell us that if you give them proper education, support, and good health care, they will do very well. So please, my plea to the public is to please help people with Down syndrome so that they can live a meaningful and productive life. We should have compassion on them, understand them, and make them part of our society. Don't let them look like their own world is worse. They should be treated like humans with dignity and compassion, so that they will bring out the best in them. Because I believe every individual that came into this world has one or two things that God deposited in him or her, and we can benefit and tap from their own gifts as well and better our lives and better our societies. So please, Down syndrome is not a disease. They should not be discriminated. They should not be stigmatized. With proper health care and education, they can be somebody and work and live a meaningful life and contribute their own quota to the growth of our society. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nurse Nwoko, for your time. We really appreciate you. And uh, you know, tomorrow it's another day, which is Saturday, that we are going to come back to our listener or our viewers, just for you to gain one or two things about the topic that we are going to discuss tomorrow. Nurse Nwoko, Ezinne, Mary Constant, thank you for your time, ma.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
All right, from me, I'm saying bye to you, and to all our viewers. I'm saying thank you for joining us to the end of the program. Until tomorrow, that we will meet again on your program at Corner. I want to appreciate the executive producer and person of Deacon Michael Adeboye Ashaolo, popularly called Omo Iya Alakara, and to the man behind the console, Balogun Abdusaman, and to all the esteemed staff, thank you so much for your contribution. Till tomorrow, to our viewers, we do not take you for granted. You are the reason why we are here. If you are not there, we won't be here. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to share our program. Share it to your loved ones so that they will gain one or two things from the program. And if you have any question, do not hesitate to let us have it in the comment section. And don't forget to like. Until tomorrow, my name is Adenipekun Afolabi, your prince on the show. I'm saying from me, bye for now.